someone was like, no, you don't need it. When I say I am absolutely in love with this space, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Mashaya. I know it's been a very long time since I last uploaded a video, but to be honest with you, I just wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the right spirits to upload. Life was lifing. I've been working a crap ton of hours and really just growing spiritually. I've grown so much just really trying to be in my word and really just read a lot more and do a lot more spiritually for myself, for my growth, for my journey, my spiritual journey, my relationship with God. I've been doing an awful lot, and I just have not felt the need, the desire, the want to vlog. I don't have anything to say other than that, and I'm going to always take heed to what God is telling me to do. And so even in the times, maybe the 1 or 2 times where I was like, I want to pick up the camera, someone was like, no, you don't need it right now. You have other things to worry about. You have more important things to focus on. So focus on that, and then in due time, upload. So a lot has changed in my life as far as my space. I'm excited to show you guys the upgrades that I've made here in my place. Everything is about intention and purpose. I told you guys that a few videos ago when I showed you my vision board. That's the focal point, the whole theme, I guess you can say, of this year is intention and purpose. And so with me making these updates and upgrades to my place, everything was done with intention and purpose. I'm getting out of impulse buying things. I'm getting more into money management, managing my money a lot better. And so I just really had to focus on what was really important as far as uploading, spending habits, upgrading my space, updating my space so that, my place can feel like a home. I've really truly been working on that. And so yeah, I'm excited to show you guys all the new things. I'm sure you can see a little sneak peek back there, but we're gonna start over here. We're gonna start over here actually with this little reading nook area that I've created for myself. This is my, like I said, praying / reading nook area. I recently saw this movie called War Room, and it's a spiritual movie. It's a religious movie about, a woman creating a space for her to be intimate with God, and it was so impactful, so empowering and uplifting that I decided that I wanted to create that space for myself. Right now my apartment is not big enough for a physical room on its own, so I just decided to create this corner for myself to pray, to read, to just spend intimate time with God. This is like the designated area. This is the reserved seat for God, which I love, because once again, intention and purpose, and he takes priority in this place. So that's that area. Over here, as far as my living room, you guys can see that my paintings have not changed. I do want to change the center. I am perfectly okay with the outside canvases. I'm in love with those. I don't want to change those. It's just the middle that I'm completely over, and I want to change it, spice it up, do something different. I do have an idea in mind of what I want to do, but it's just a matter of making the time to do that. So maybe that'll be coming soon. As you can see, my pillows are different. Now that I am seeing them like this, I had the vision in my head and I thought it was going to come out a lot better. But now that I actually see it, I don't like it. I really think that the couch would pop a lot better if the bigger pillows were black. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if the bigger pillows were black, that would be a really nice pop to this area, and maybe a different color throw blanket to put over here. I'm not sure what color just yet, but I feel like that's what would really bring this area to life a lot more. The pillows I did get from Amazon. Everything new that I have purchased, I'm gonna try my best to find it and link it. If I can't, I'm sorry, but again, everything I will try my absolute best. To my centerpieces, moving on to my centerpieces, you guys can see it is different as well. I got the bowl and all of the little balls inside of the bowl, the decorative pieces from Home Depot. no, not Home Depot, Hobby Lobby. Why did I say Home Depot? Hobby Lobby. I forgot all about that store, and my friend reminded me of it, put me back on, I should say. And I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot all about this store. So yeah, all of this is from Hobby Lobby. The green vase is from Hobby Lobby. That fragrance is actually from Home Goods. And this little thing right here is from Cancun when I went for my birthday, my solo trip to Cancun. Moving over here, you see my console table, and I finally have a mirror. Hey, finally have a mirror. I am in love with this mirror. Shout out to my best friend who got me this mirror. Technically, she didn't give me the mirror, but she got me the gift card to get the mirror. So technically, you get what I'm saying. She got me the mirror. So thank you, Camille. I appreciate you. I love you so much. I hope you love what I did with this space. This is nothing new. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know that I took this off of the living room table, so I just moved it over here. I got that piece right there from not Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, and I got those candles, the candle holders and the candles from Home Goods. Everything else has been here. Everything else is old, so I'm not gonna go into that, where that's from. The mirror I actually got from Lowe's, which I'm so surprised because, y'all, I'm not even gonna go into the entire thing that I went through to get this mirror. Just know I went through a lot, okay? I went through heck and back to finally get me a mirror, to find the mirror. And like I said, I'm shocked that I was able to get a mirror from Lowe's, because that's just not a place that I would think would have nice mirrors. But I was led there, I was obedient, and I'm in love with this. So this is my console area, and here is my living room, or my dining room. Sorry, my dining room. When I say I am absolutely in love with this space, I think it describes me perfectly. It's unique, it's different, it's creative, it's just out there, and I'm really happy with what I came up with. At first, I was gonna put up those, those black frames that you see in like art galleries with the white borders, just like a perfect frame. I'm going to insert my original my inspo picture. I'm going to insert that here for you guys to see what my original vision was. But the more I sat with it, I was just like, no, that's just too perfect. It's too cookie cutter. It doesn't look lived in. It looks like it's for show. I want something that feels homey, that feels comforting, that feels just warm and inviting, and I felt like I definitely made that come to life with this here. I love how it's just, kind of staggered. It's like tiers, different tiers. It's just unique. It's so different. And it's obviously way different than my original vision. It's actually better in my opinion. I love the difference of, the canvases, the frames, the clock, being round, to kind of throw it off. The shelves, kind of bringing out more dimension. I'm so in love. So going through everything, okay, the rug I got from Home Goods. The table and the chairs I got from Bed Bath & Beyond. The centerpieces here, I got this from Hobby Lobby. I got this from, I think, Hobby Lobby as well. And I got this from Home Goods, my coasters. This piece right here is from Home Goods. The fake plants here from Hobby Lobby. All of these, honestly, a mixture of Burlington, Hobby Lobby, and Walmart. That's what it is. So I'm gonna just quickly go through it. This is Burlington. This is Home Goods, Burlington, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. The shelves themselves are from Walmart. Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, and can't remember. Oh no, Home Goods. So literally everything is a mixture of Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, just everything. And this is the space, I think out of all my spaces, from my dining room to my living room to the little console space, I am for sure in love with my dining space the absolute most. I think it's just gorgeous and beautiful and stunning and still warm, still inviting. It's still like, you know, it's not like too sterile, if that makes sense, because I feel like my bedroom is sterile, and it's okay because I want my bedroom to feel like a hotel. I want it to feel like, you know, I barely need to be in here because I shouldn't want to be in my bed all day. So I want my bedroom to be very sterile and white and very clean and all of that. But for my dining area and for my living area, I'm really transitioning that to be more homey and more lived in, because I just didn't like the feeling of it before. And I'm really, again, being intentional about how I want to feel in my own space and how I want others to feel when I have guests over. I want them to feel that same feeling. I want them to feel invited. I want them to feel like they're at home. I don't want them to feel like, oh, I can't sit on this, I can't be around this, I gotta sit still, I can't move. Like, I don't want people to feel like that in my space. I don't want to feel like that in my own space. So that's why I made the necessary changes and updates. And oh, I forgot to tell you guys, the living room rug, this rug right here that I got in my living room, is from Ashley Furniture, which surprisingly was very affordable. It was only $150, which is a shocker, being that it's from Ashley, because Ashley is not cheap. Okay, Ashley is good quality, don't get me wrong, but you're gonna pay for that quality. But I think because I got it around the holiday, it was still on sale, so it was $150. What I love about it, it's so lightweight. It's not your typical carpet. It's not your typical rug. It is very lightweight. It is so flimsy. You can fold it, twist it around. Like, it is so thin. It's a lot thinner than I thought, but I'm not complaining about that. I'm happy, because I mean, who wants a rug that's that heavy they can't, you know, carry it themselves? So it was just a shocker to me. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of rambling, telling you guys where everything is from. I'm trying to think of what other updates I can give you guys. Yesterday, you guys saw me cooking the potato soup. That was actually for one of my colleagues and good friends that I go to church with. She loves that soup that I make, so I made it for her yesterday to give to her today while we were at church. And if you know anything about food, you know it always hit the second day, because the seasonings have had, you know, overnight to marinate. So I know she's gonna love it. She always loves it. Now I'm gonna have to make mine for the rest of the week, which low-key I really don't want to do, but it's not about what I want to do, it's about what I have to do. So I am going to get started on that soon. But for now, I do have some work that I need to get to, because God has been telling me to do this work. And I won't go into any specifics, but I'm gonna just say this. God has finally revealed to me why I have not been promoted. God has finally revealed to me why I have not been promoted in my life, in my workplace, because ultimately I'm lazy. I'm lazy and I procrastinate a lot. And God is not gonna reward laziness. He's not gonna reward a person that is procrastinating all the time and halfway doing their work and taking shortcuts and trying to avoid this and avoid. Those aren't the people that God takes to higher places. And so, like I said, God revealed that to me. He showed me that. And so now that I have that wisdom, I know what I need to do. So I'm gonna get to that, and hopefully things turn around soon for me. I'm praying on it. I'm open to prayers. If you guys pray, then I'm asking for all that, for obedience, for diligence, for, you know, hard work, just for better time management in my life, so that I can elevate, so that I can go to the next level. Your prayers would be greatly appreciated. let me go ahead and get started on that. And I'm also going to cook myself some lunch because I am starving. I'm just going to cook some pasta with I'm just going to cook some pasta. I'm not going to cook anything fancy because I'm not in the mood. I have a lot to do, I have a lot to get to, and so that's what I'm going to do. Hello everyone, good afternoon. It is Sunday. I just got back from church not too long ago. Church was phenomenal today. Our apostle talked about the power of the seed. Right now he's going through a power series. The previous sermon was about the power of the shift. Of course, the shifts that you go through in your life and submitting to those shifts in order to change, in order to grow, in order to elevate to the next level. And prior to that, he was talking about the power of the cling, in which he elaborated on the story of Naomi and Ruth, clinging to, was it Ruth clinging to Naomi, right? I'm sorry if I have it mixed up, but yeah, one clinging to another to get her Boaz. And so right, like I said, this week he talked about the power of the seed, and it was so wonderful how he explained it, because when we see a seed, we see this small thing, right? We see this small thing, but there's so much power in that small thing. And in order for that small thing to manifest into its destiny, into what it's supposed to be, it has to go in the dirt. It has to go in the ground. It has to be watered, right? So just like a seed, we as humans, we as people, we're literally made from dirt, right? So we have to be planted. We have to go through dirty situations. We have to go through ugly situations. We have to go through things that aren't the most comfortable in order for who we're supposed to be, in order for that to come to life, in order for that to come to fruition, in order for that to mature and blossom so beautifully. The dirt is necessary. And just the way he illustrated it was amazing to me. It was just like, wow. I just truly didn't think about it like that. I promise y'all, I never thought about it like that. But the way that he broke it down, it was just amazing. He also talked about how, we as believers, or just as people, we are seeds of the mouth of God. We are seeds of the mouth of God. He breathed into us, like he breathed us here. And another thing that I loved about what he said is that a seed cannot fulfill its purpose without being in the dirt. A seed is literally just a seed until it is planted in the dirt, and the dirt knows what to do. The dirt starts the activation process. The dirt already knows what to do once the seed hits it. And so a lot of us, we can, how did he say it? For some of us, our process is a lot longer because we're refusing to go through the dirt. That's why we're still going through what we're going through. Whatever season you're in, whatever you're going through in your life right now, he said you might still be going through that. As long as you've been going through it, you might be going through it because you refuse to go through the dirt. You absolutely refuse to go through the dirt. You refuse to hold out. You refuse to get rooted, because that's another thing about a seed. Once that seed is planted, it goes down first. It goes down even further to grow roots, to become stable, to become a foundation for that beautiful thing that's going to come above it. So just how he just illustrated that whole thing, how he talked about it, I really enjoyed it. And we had, after church, we had family and friends day, so there's a bunch of food, a bunch of fellowship. And I really love my church family. I've been there now, I don't know how long. Maybe it's got to be more than 3 months. I want to say like 4 or 5, somewhere in there, maybe even longer. I don't know, I haven't really been counting. But I really love my church family. I really love my spiritual family. They mean a lot to me. I find myself growing every day, each and every day, each and every time I go to church. Every time I go to Sunday school, I don't miss Sunday school. I think, it's crazy because I feel like when you're younger, and I think I said this in one of my previous videos, but I'll say it again. I just feel like when you're young, when you're a little girl or a little boy, you go to church for the wrong reasons. I don't want to say all the wrong reasons, but you go to see your friends, you go to have fun, you go to go to children's church, right? And you have fun. But once you become an adult, once you become a grown woman, a grown man, you really understand that it's about becoming equipped to inherit the kingdom of God. Like you truly understand, now that I'm grown, it's about taking in this knowledge so that I can become equipped to inherit the kingdom. And I've never been so thirsty for God. I've never been so hungry for God. I've never wanted to seek his face more than I am right now. And I am taking, you know, small steps, you know, and I pat myself on the back for that, because I think looking at my grandmother, right? I feel like we all look at our grandparents and how they live their life, and when you think about it, our grandparents went through a season that we never saw. And I'm gonna say this, if you have a grandmother or a grandfather, you know, both, that are, you know, like heavily involved in the church, there every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Saturday, for every little thing, right? We grow up as children and we see that, but we don't see, like I was just talking about, the dirt. We don't see, we've never seen that season of their life. And it made me kind of chill out a little bit, if that makes sense. It made me just snap out of it and be real with myself and say, you know what, you're your own person. Your walk is not going to be like your grandmother's, and that's okay. You're going to get to know God for yourself. And it's not about mimicking anybody else's relationship with him. It's about having your own relationship. And that's just kind of what I've been thinking on lately a lot. I've been really thinking on that. I've really been harping on that a lot, because I love my grandmother and I always just wanted to be like her. And I'm not saying that in the sense of idolatry, because I know idolatry is a thing, but I don't believe what I'm saying is idolatry. Just to simply look up to somebody for living right and, you know, doing right by Christ, I don't think that that's idolatry. But yeah, I'm so happy to be where I am mentally, emotionally, spiritually with God, really trying to chase after him. And aside from church, aside from, you know, going to Bible study, aside from going to, you know, kingdom training, which is what the 8 a.m. service is called before regular service, right? I have also been reading this book that you guys saw previously, Are You Anchored? Are You Anchored? This is by my apostle, William Shields III, and this has been a great book for me as someone who is trying to read more, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I know it sounds bad, but I hate reading. I've actually been trying to like catch myself and not say that. I mean, obviously I'm letting y'all know what it is that I'm working through, but you know, I've tried my best to just take that out of my vocabulary, to just take that whole sentence, like that's not even in my thought process. I will not say that I hate reading or I dislike reading. I've been really trying to sit down and discipline myself to connect with the Father. And so there are 6 chapters in this book, and 6 ways in which he tells us we should be anchored. So it's anchored in the word, anchored in prayer, anchored in faith, anchored in praise, anchored in your thought life, and anchored in love. Right now I am in chapter 3, anchored in faith. And what I am getting from this chapter, I think out of 1, 2, and 3, right now 3 is really speaking to me, because he says here that we don't need to tell God our problems. We don't. We know he knows what our problems are, but if we stay anchored in our faith, if we stay in the word, God will fix those problems. God sees it. He knows it. He created it. Like he's the reason for it. It's something that you need to learn. It's something that you need to develop. It's something that is an area of your life that you need to mature in. It's something that you need to get in the season that you're in, going through everything that you're going through. And so you don't need to repeatedly tell God your problems because he already knows. You just need to have faith. And now that it's crazy, I literally just thought about this. I know somebody probably already thinking faith of a mustard seed, right? And at that crazy how I was just talking about what the apostle was preaching about today, the power of the seed. that's just crazy. And I swear I didn't even like do that on purpose. It just happened like that. But that's crazy because that's what he also talked about in the chapter, referring to the scripture of having the faith of a mustard seed. Because that faith of the mustard seed is little faith, but the potential, it's the potential. That's what's the bigger picture. It's the potential of that seed. And so I'm just really trying not to speak much of my problems because God already knows. But I know now after reading this chapter, it's because of my lack of faith why I keep preaching, why I keep I know that it's because of my lack of faith why I keep crying out about my problem, why I keep going to God with my problem. It's because of my lack of faith. It's because of my lack of faith. If I had more faith, I wouldn't have to tell God what he already knows. I don't need to tell him. I don't need to tell God what he already knows. I just need to stay in his word. I need to stay in my Bible. I need to stay reading. I need to stay active. I need to stay focused on the greater good. Because that is going to get me out of the season that I'm going through right now. That was just a reality check for me. But I definitely encourage you, if you want to get this book, again, Are You Anchored? Very wonderful book. If you want to screenshot it so you can Google it, I will also try to find it and put a link in my description box so that you can get this book. Also, as you can see, it's not super long book at all, but definitely a powerful message in this book. And also, I think I said this before too, if I didn't say it, I am summarizing every chapter. And I know that might be, kind of taking it back to middle school, but like I said, because I'm trying to get myself into reading more and comprehending what I'm reading, I don't have a choice. I need to take it back to middle school and write down what I'm reading so that I know I fully comprehend everything that I'm reading and I'm not just wasting my time. Not that what I'm reading is a waste of my time, but because I'm just reading it and not actively trying to comprehend the information. That's just what I have to do for right now until I get to a state where it's there and it's stuck. That is all that I wanted to share with you all. I hope you all have been well. I know it's been quite some time since I uploaded. I think I might end the vlog here just because I feel like I've been talking a lot. I've been talking a lot. I think I got y'all caught up on everything. I wish I had more time to create. That's another reason why I've been praying so hard, that God just gets me out of the situation that I'm currently in. Working, 60 plus hours a week is very tiring. It's very draining. It's very frustrating at times. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very transparent about that because bills have to be paid, so it's just certain things you have to do. You don't have a choice. But I'm just getting it done, and when I find myself complaining, I try to shift it. I try to change my mindset and just thank God that I even have a job to work. Because there's some people looking for work. There's some people looking for a job and they have nothing. And so every time I find myself nagging, complaining, I just instantly shift and I just start being thankful. If anybody else is going through that, I want you to know that I relate to you. I know exactly what you're going through. I feel you. I know it's tiring. I know it's frustrating. I know it's irritating, but you know, learn to be thankful, just as I am learning to be thankful, and know that one of these days God gonna come through with a blessing. Have faith and know that God is gonna give you double for your trouble. Just stay in posture, stay thankful, stay praying, stay in a praying posture, and God will give you double for your trouble. And I'm giving you the advice that I need to take myself. I hope you all enjoyed this little mini vlog, this little mini update. I don't know when I will see y'all next, but I will see y'all when I see y'all. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.